We often hear the expression hitting rock bottom, and in the sense that you come to the end of your tether. And what we need to look at here is an important fact, is that we need to, and we hear this expression that we're powerless over alcohol, to reach a point where we realize that we are powerless over alcohol. Now, this means, if we look at it carefully, is that it doesn't mean like, oh, I'm just, my whole life is stuffed up and I'm messing it around. Well, that's true. That's also, but the most important practical thing of reaching the end of your tether is the realization that you and alcohol don't work. In other words, you and alcohol can never go together. Now, unless you're firmly convinced about this, what happens is that we have two kinds of minds. We have a mind that serves alcohol, that serves the drinking of alcohol. And then we've got a mind that is based on awareness and insight. Two kinds of minds. So one is a mind that is full of the compulsion to drink, and from that mind there's thoughts like, well, I can handle a drink. I can learn to drink socially. I can learn to not get, I can do it. Now, this mind, this alcoholic mind, doesn't serve you. And when it takes over your life, what you'll do is you'll start thinking, it won't hurt if I have another drink, which is absolute nonsense. But if you've arrived at, through awareness and insight, you've understood that alcohol and me do not mix for whatever reason. It's like I'm allergic to it. What happens is when I come under the sway of it, I become imbued with a feeling I just can't be bothered doing stuff. I can't be bothered living my life properly. I just want to do what's easy, what feels easy, and that's just to take a drink. So the whole point with this is that when we hit rock bottom, what's important is, and that's very useful, provided we come to the insight that me and alcohol don't work. I am powerless over alcohol. I cannot remain as a happy, productive human being while I drink. That alcohol is extremely dangerous for me. And the problem is that me as an examining person, the great thing is I can become an examining person. And that means I can stand back and I can go, look, let's examine my life here. Let's examine what happens when I drink. Not only do I become difficult with other people, but I let my life start to slide. And what happens is, it's not the getting drunk, it's the mental, the consequence to our mind. We become full of apathy in the sense that we have this feeling of inertia. I just can't be bothered. And the most littlest things seem so hard. So we have to see that alcohol is dangerous and it's destroying us. Because once we have that as a basis, and once we've really seen that that's true, we can then begin to recover. But we can't be on two minds on this. In other words, we can't be, it's pretty bad that I drink, but it won't hurt occasionally to have that one drink or just drink a bit. That's just not true. Myself and alcohol never work. And this is what we mean by reaching rock bottom. We've got to come to that point where we really understand that alcohol and me don't mix. And then what happens is, because we see it as dangerous, because we see it as destroying our life, we will have the urge not to drink. And this urge not to drink, this feeling that this is dangerous, is very, very important, because it helps us begin to move in the right direction. Now, the cost of not really coming to this understanding or realization is tremendous, because we keep on backsliding. We keep on We need to stably see clearly. That's why it's good to go to meetings, because we see the destructiveness and we're reminded what it's like when we drink. So we get a sort of an outside perspective. So the cost of not coming to this realization means that we can't be stable in our sobriety. We can't be stable in our journey of learning to live life free of alcohol. And if we're not stable in that, what happens is we drink and then we stop, then we drink, then we stop. So it's an extremely important thing to ponder and come to the end of the road. You know, get to that point where we've hit rock bottom, when we understand that we are helpless when we drink. Drinking is not an option. I hope this is helpful.